Man, running up them stairs is brutal. Yo, welcome to another JefeCast on the 17th. Happy birthday, Kennedy! Turned 11 today. Yo, what's going on? What's good? How are you? How are thou? 1 second. All right, it's looking a little dark up in here. Had to bring another light source over. But yeah, I was about to start this at 9, and I was about to roll up and realized something was missing. So I had to run to the store real quick, rush up the stairs, slightly out of breath. All right, I'm back. So, yeah, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. As you can see on the screen right there is my daughter's birthday. She turned 11 today, and for her birthday, you gotta love my daughter because she's such a simple kid. Yeah, I mean, she gets everything or has pretty much everything she needs anyway. So I guess when you have everything, you shouldn't really be asking for stuff all the time, which is the issue I kind of be having with Familiar. Always asking for stuff all the time. I said, when are you going to start working and contributing? Okay, I mean, Daddy, just Daddy, can I? Daddy, can we? Daddy, can I? Sheesh. um. Anywho, what? Doesn't make no sense. What are y'all doing? Um. So we went and saw Avatar 2. That's what she wanted. She said, Dad, I just want to go see Avatar 2 for my birthday. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to do. Okay. We can do that. So when I saw Avatar today and um so I'm trying to think, is that where I should start today? Should I start this podcast immediately with the Avatar review? Okay. That's where we'll start. We will start today with the Avatar 2 review. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Avatar, the first Avatar came out what? 2010? When did the first Avatar come out? Let's see. 2009. Okay, so this movie is being reintroduced to us after 13 years. And they reintroduce it at 3 hours and 10 minutes. Listen, I don't have an issue watching a 3 hour movie. I mean, I do sometimes. But like, see, Marvel did the 3 hour movie because they kind of earned that. They built up to it. It be blowing me like, how you just gonna reintroduce yourself for 3 hours? Like, okay, all right, okay. But I will say this: it didn't feel like the movie didn't feel as long as it was because there was a lot going on. Overall, was it a good movie? Yes. Yes, it was. It was a good movie. I mean, you know, you take 13 years to make something, it better be good. Um, Before I really dive into how I really feel about the movie, because I do have an issue with the whole Avatar franchise as a whole. I do. And I know you might look at me and say, artist, why you gotta take it there? And I'm gonna say, because they took it there. Who's they? We'll see shortly. The movie wasn't a bad movie. Pretty good movie, a lot of action. Basically, catches you up to date with what happened over the last 13 or however many years has passed in the movie. Where the main character, what's his name? Sully, Jake Sully, is basically following just catching you up to his current events. I'm not going to. I mean, the movie's been out long enough, so I guess I'm not spoiling anything. So it basically follows him and him catching up, with catching us up with what he's been doing. He's had a family, they got 3 kids, 4 kids, or like three that's theirs, and then they're like they keep it Sojourner Weaver's character's daughter, while Sojourner Weaver's is like suspended animation. She's like in that coma or something. She never did come out of it, but she is there, which means at some point she will come back. So it basically follows them in Pandora, and everything was good. And then one night they look up in the sky and they see that the sky people are coming back. Um, Jake basically makes a decision in order to keep their tribe safe, their home safe, they must relocate. And relocating, they end up going to the Water Tribe people, and they petition basically and ask to stay with these people. The mother, of course, the moms are always tough. She didn't really want him there. They know about him. They didn't want their war to kind of end up on their shore. So it's like a whole thing where they're trying to fit in. The kids are being picked on, and standing up for themselves, fighting the kids sometimes, and adventuring and bonding with the elements and the animals and learning the ways of the water. No pun intended. And like the youngest son, who's like he's like a troublemaker apparently, or so. He ends up bonding with this like huge creature that was misunderstood or whatever, like how he basically feels he is. The general, although he died in the last movie, they love backing up people's brains and minds to hard drives, so he was dumped into a clone, and um, the clone came back looking for Jake. The actual man's son grew up with all the kids. He couldn't be sent back to Earth because he was a baby, and the baby couldn't deal with cryo or whatever. However, they tried to explain that, right? So, um, ultimately, um, the general, he kidnaps the kids. Is now he's a avatar. He's in the blue body, and he's kidnapped the kids, and he wants Jake to come, and so it's back and forth with it's back. The tribes and everybody are fighting, trying to fight these people off, and Jake's trying to get his family, his kids back, and all this. So it's going back and forth with a lot of that. Um, and ultimately, he defeats the general, the sergeant, whatever his name is. But at one point, the general, the sergeant, he saved his son, like because the mom of Jake, Jesus Christ, I'm jumping up. Jake had an older son who ended up dying. The mom was pissed. So when the guy had his daughter threatening to stab her, she grabbed the kid that they basically grew up, like spent all these years raising. She doesn't never like him. She always felt like he need to go back. He looked like the Sky people. He need to go back. So she poured a blade on him, and she like cut him, and she was about to stab him. He let it go, let the daughter go. So basically, when the son found the father drowning, about to die, he saved him. So now we know that the guy's still alive, and he left. He flew off. Um, there's a daughter, Sojourner Weaver's daughter has like a power to like manipulate the surroundings, the plants. I don't know why she's so special, but she has like a direct connection with like the mother god or whatever they call it, big tree thing. Y'all, I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. Okay, I just saw it, but I can't. And so you know, but okay. So overall, yeah, the movie was good. It was overall. Avatar 2 was a good movie. I hate to say it, but it was. You'll say why you hate to say it. Because honestly, this movie offends me. It does. I don't want to get and then this is what I'm saying. This is where it gets to that artist. Why are you taking it there? Well, because y'all took it there. Y'all took it there first. So now I'm taking it there. Things never was so highly scrutinized and judged. But when I see that black people can't even say certain things about certain white movies, and now I just feel like every time I see something that I just don't agree with, y'all started this pointing out, picking out, being sensitive about stuff. Let's point it out. Let's talk about it. Avatar is bullshit. Sorry. You're not going to tell me that the Navi people aren't African, Caribbean, Indian people. A man has full dreadlocks. By the way, I was very upset and pissed off that he has full dreadlocks. I don't care if he's a Navi now. You're still a white guy at heart. Cut the shit. All right, get your buzz cut on and stop playing around. You got dreadlocks, bruh. That John blew. I think that that just took me out of the movie. As soon as I saw him with dreadlocks. Okay, back to what I was saying. So you're not going to tell me that these aren't African, Caribbean, Indian people to Navi. Now let's look over to the left a little bit here. Oh no, those aren't Namor's people. Who are those? Well, that's the Water Tribe. And what do they look like? Samoans, Hawaiians. Am I lying? So we got Indians, Africans, Islander here with the Navi. You got Hawaiian, Samoan here with the water. So I guess the fire tribe is going to be Hispanics. And the sky people, the air, are the white people invaded. Bruh, it's like they're just reselling how America became to be. In different, like in a sense. Not necessarily America, but you get what I'm saying. Infiltrate this place, this land, infiltrate this culture of people we don't understand, kill for whatever we need, get their resources, whatever the case is. Bro, that's what this movie is. I don't like it. I don't like that his ass has dreadlocks. You are from like Missouri. Stop it. Okay? And then the bad guy's son, who stayed with the family all these years, he's white. White. Dreadlocks. I'm not saying there's not stuff like that happens. But bruh, like stop. Y'all, I love Avatar. Y'all love it? Oh, you love it? Look at what they're putting out there, bro. That is clearly a Samoan. I don't care what nobody's saying. That's a Samoan. And that is an African, Native American, or whatever on the other side. And they're fighting the white the white invaders. Like, am I the only person that sees that? Now, like I said, why are you taking it there? Because they took it there. Again, I'm not going to let it go that they ruined the man's career because he retweeted. You know it'd be crazy? Black director came out, black writers and everything. Came out with the same movie, right? Looked like this, right? But the story didn't depict what looked like the Native Americans going against the Caucasian or the Spaniards, whoever the hell came up in here and did what they did. It's not that. It's like the same people, but the story is based on Adolf Hitler and what he did and how he did what he. Y'all be like, what? Nah, that looks like the Nazi guy. That story basically mimics what happened. Y'all will shut it down. Y'all shut it down. It's cool when it's us though. I keep saying that, bro. They will make billions of dollars off the story of black people's uh, blood, sweat, and tears, bro. I don't care. Oh, it's fiction. Oh, it's bro. These are black people with blue skin. This is Samoans. Like, bro. And then it's the invading white guy, bro. And the only person that can save all of these people, the only person is the white man right here, of course. It's him. It's Sully. And I'm not knocking it, bro. I'm just being honest with you, bro. Why couldn't Sully be a black man who saved his own little black people? Like y'all try to act like there's no color on this. Those are black people. Oh, and making all that noise and the way that they pray and the way that they hymn and sing. Stop playing with me. The beads, the hair. Stop playing. We know who they are. Okay, so don't look at me like I'm artist. You say nah, bro. That's what it is. And since everybody want to be so ultra sensitive and want to be so ultra woke, let's be honest. That's bullshit. They're making $1 billion off of retelling, like the story that we all hear and know. Like, what they gonna have Thanksgiving holiday out of this movie now? They're gonna come back. We're gonna make a movie about Avatar 300. And 300 years from there, they're gonna be having Thanksgiving. And the story is going to be that the pilgrims came over, the sky people, where the pilgrims came over and they wanted to sit down and know our traditions and share our trades. No, bro, I don't know, and I'm mad that the movie was pretty good. A couple of things. The little daughter was annoying. My daughter actually wanted her to die. She figured somebody was going to die. I'm tired of them killing people who can add to the story. Y'all just kill off guys all day, and then just girls all day. Listen, you're killing off protectors. No offense. What can the little girl add? I ain't saying kill the little girl like my daughter. Okay, I'm just saying, like Stranger Things. You killed off Eddie. Why? You could have killed the stupid, hey, good dude, that guy, or you could have killed the lesbian girl. Two people that didn't add nothing to the story. You kill people who add stuff to the story. It blows me. You killed the son, the oldest son who didn't really get his whole story. This little, how the hell these little girls always survive? I can see the one with the powers. How does this little ass girl keep surviving? But the brother who's holding the gun dies. That blows me. So I'd say that in shows, because in real life, to be honest with you, y'all are gonna be short. Y'all short. Y'all ladies be in high heels, they gonna run chase y'all down. Bye, wow. I'm out. I ain't done. Okay, so we need to stop that in the movies. The female always can it be man and woman fighting together? It's always just girls. I'm like, get. All right. Anyways, I'm just saying, as me as man, I just be blown when I see guys who seem capable always getting their ass kicked. Like, come on, while I'm young. What was that? There was something else that I didn't like about. There's a couple things like at one point the sun is being attacked by some monster in the sea, and this super bigger monster just attacks that monster and saves him. Why? Nobody explains. It just happens. And if the sky people had no clue about the water side, why were they so prepared? Like they were prepared for everything. Like over prepared. You thinking you're about to deal with people on land, and then you get a 180 and you got to deal with them being in the water, and y'all got submarines. Y'all got nobody surprised y'all, huh? You know what I'm saying? So just a little couple of tidbits, but ultimately, like I said, I don't like the whole using our culture. Y'all could have just came up with some random, just created this from the blue. That is tribes of different cultures, and I don't like it. I don't, because if you look at the movie, it is the sky people is the white man, and all the other nations underneath are these colored cultures being dominated and people being killed off for no reason. It's pissing me off, bro. It's like watching a goddamn slave movie over. I don't like it. Like, bruh, don't tell me that's not Samoan and that's not an African Caribbean guy right here, Jamaican or something. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Second movie. I had to get that, man. I don't care. Oh, I didn't like what he said. I don't care. Okay? When they start making movies about y'all white asses and then they color coded like this and then do all that, then y'all talk to me. But I refuse for anybody to sit here and tell me I'm taking it too far by pointing out something that's obvious. And it's obvious that that's a goddamn Samoan and that's a Jamaican or African, and period. So the movie, while I did not want to like it, the movie was good. It was good. The ending was stretched on too long. Can y'all stop with the over dramatics? They just wanted to get all the most beautiful visuals. Listen, I've been in here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Give me the goddamn ending. Jesus, we're sitting there, me and my daughter sitting there like, bruh, give us the end. It's just dragging on. But the movie, like I said, was good. But stop playing. Like, yo, those are Black, African, Hawaiian, Samoan cultures, and the white man coming down and evading them, bro. That's not cool. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just being honest with you. And again, when we're able, if we make the same type of movie, they can look just like these people right here, right? We can make them look colorful and everything, right? But we tell a white person story that makes them look, and black people could dominate some bad history thing that happened to white people, and we make them colorful and this and that and sell it for millions of dollars. I guarantee you they won't let it happen. I guarantee you. You don't ever see it. You never see anything told about their stories or made into this character, blue man people 16 feet tall and all this bullshit. Cut it. Like, cut it. They be blowing me, bro. I'm offended by this. Because he shouldn't have fucking dreads. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. I was pissed. That took me out the movie. He had dreadlocks. You're fucking white. Okay. I don't care if you switch bodies or whatever. And then it's like, y'all hate the Na'vi so much, but y'all literally became them. Y'all were blue. Anyways, second movie, Sick. Sick was cool, man. It was a movie on Peacock. I should definitely check it out. Basically, this girl had like a F COVID party, and in the midst of having this COVID party, she ended up getting the boy sick, unbeknownst to her. She didn't know. He ended up dying by himself, alone in the hospital. And before you find out all of that, she's being attacked. She was supposed to be alone, quarantining or something, and she brought a friend with her, and a guy showed up. A friend of hers showed up, so the people that came to attack her thought she was alone. She wasn't alone. Of course, the guy gets killed again, as like I just said in the last one. They always killing off people who can add something to the movie. They killed the guy. It's always the girls that's last. Come on. Kill him. You end up finding out that it's not just random attacks. Because it's a part where she's running from the guy. He's trying to kill her. It's a car that's approaching them. He lets go. She runs to the car. She's trying to get in the car. The lady's like, yo, where's your mask? She's like, lady, let me in the car. She's like, get your mask. She's like, I don't have a mask. So she's like, I got one for you. So she's pulling out the mask all slow while the guy's getting up. And she puts the mask on. She gets in the car. And the lady's just staring at her. And she's like, she ends up passing out because it's chloroform. Like, you end up finding out that's the mom or the son who she ended up kissing and killed. And they ended up testing her for COVID right there on the spot. Found out that she did have it. And it was the family that was trying to kill her. Pretty cool movie. Definitely give Sick a check. And then my last movie review for today. Yo, Megan. I love Megan. I love Megan so much. Such a fun movie. It was such a fun. This is my part where this part the dog had like jacked her up, yo. And she came up with the hair. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It was fun. To me, like it's what I mean, it didn't scare me. I don't get scared of movies, but to me it was like a classic horror movie in a sense, like it was creepy. It didn't need the extra gore and head being squished in, eyes being gouged out for you to be like, ugh. It was just creepy. She's a doll. She's there 1 second. She's not. Her face is cold. You know what I'm saying? Like her actions, the way she speaks, has a little bit of comedy. The way she looks, just things she does. Like she could be the little girl could be sad, and she'll just bust out singing some Katy Perry or something, bro. Like it's a really fun movie. It's really cool. Of course, this is my favorite part. You know, this is my part. You know, my part is stop playing.
Megan! What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie.
I love that though. She literally pulled my man's ear, pull his ear smooth off, clean off his head. It was a really good movie. I'm gonna do deeper detail, longer detailed reviews on these. I just want to go over them really quickly. But Megan was fun. I was just anticipating seeing her. I didn't care about nothing else. I just wanted Megan to get on the screen. All the backstory, basically, little girl, parents died. She's having a hard time coping, so she was left to the aunt. The aunt doesn't have children, is a toy creator or something like that, and she ended up introducing Megan. I mean, not Megan, Katie, I think her name was something like that. Introducing her to like what she does, and they had like a really weird relationship because she's not really good with kids. So she ended up making Megan as like the ultimate kids doll, and it could do everything. Like the baby thing, putting the baby to sleep, and the conversation is doing everything that a mother should be doing, but she basically gave the reins to Megan, which created a very negative connection between the daughter and the doll because she was coping with Megan. Like she really loved Megan. Like to take Megan away, she would start tripping out. She slapped the cousin, I mean the aunt in the face one time, lashing out on the therapist and stuff. And so they started noticing some things happening, like the little boy getting pushed in front of the truck or tripping in front of the truck, the dog going missing, the neighbor going ending up dead, just different things. And Megan is starting to fake like she's asleep, but she's not asleep, and she's online. And it was really cool, man. Like it's like it was a part where the therapist was talking to the daughter and making the daughter cry. And you see Megan sitting over in the corner or whatever. When you turn around, Megan's not there, and she's right there holding the tissue in front of the lady, and the lady's like terrified. And she's like, you made her cry. She was like, I didn't that wasn't my intention. She was like, but it's what happened. Like she was like, but it's what happened. Like, but that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? But it was so creepy. The lady just sitting there like, and Megan just looking at her like, with them tense eyes, yo. So I really enjoy Megan. By the looks of the end, there will be a sequel, and I would love to see how how do you expand Megan? How do we expand it from how it ended to where she can get back in? What I do believe, though, I do believe the guy who stole those documents off the computer, I think somebody's going to find those and they're going to remanufacture the Megan doll. Because nobody knew that Megan was the reason why these people were killed, especially at the end, So nobody knows except the people that work there. And yeah, I would love to see this be like a Chucky situation where she's chasing these two people down for the rest of their existence. Like she took that personal. It was a good movie. I really enjoyed Megan. Let's dive into some football real quick. So I saw, Tom's out, Aaron's out. Big question. Where do you see Tom Brady going? Do you see Tom Brady going to the Raiders? I could see Tom Brady going to the Raiders. I could. You get the best receiver. You got Josh Jacobs back there. Defense isn't the greatest. Offensive line isn't the greatest, but that's why you got draft picks. I can see Tom going to the Raiders. But could you see Tom going and taking Brock Purdy's position or Trey Lance? Uh, I don't know about that. I think that you have a pretty good hand right now. Even if Trey Lance doesn't pan out, Purdy looks pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they want him. I don't think they want an older quarterback either. You only getting him on a loan 1 year. You see him going Tampa? You'll take Tampa. You'll take Tua out the equation, and you'll put Tom in there. Tua's not bad. He's just not. He's not like he's just a smaller built quarterback, man. He's been hurt. He's had some pretty bad concussions. Then he damaged his back. I know he hurt himself in college. Like at some point, I hope that he makes the best decision for his health. As far as what he does going forward. But I couldn't see Tom there. Tom throwing that ball to those receivers would be crazy. You got Mostert. You got pretty decent line. I mean, the defense is pretty decent too. Or do you see Tom going back to the Patriots? I don't see Tom going back to the Patriots right now because I don't think that the Patriots are a Super Bowl close to winning Super Bowl team. I would say, I'm gonna tell you this. Tom Brady don't want to go in there. And now I'm looking at it. Tom Brady don't want to go to Las Vegas. Is he serious? Does he really want to go in there and take on Patrick Mahomes twice a year? Take on Herbert twice a year? Take on Wilson twice a year? He was just in the worst division in football and he was 8-9. I don't know about Tom Brady going to the Raiders. I think if I was a betting man, I mean, I'm not saying Tom is ducking anywhere, but Tom has to think about that. Those are 3 elite-ish quarterbacks, with the exception of Russell Wilson having a down year. But I still think Russell is Russell Wilson. So I say if I was a betting man, Miami. They already had the situation going last year where they was talking about ownership and all this type of stuff, and then there's a falling out. Why not? And plus, it's right around the corner. Well, it's a few hours, 6 hours from Tampa or so, but you get what I'm saying. No crazy life changes. So if I was a betting man, I'll probably take Dolphins, Vegas. I think if it wasn't for, I just think it's too strong of a quarterback. Like he's going to get hit if he goes in. Miami, you get to beat up the Patriots. I'm not saying the Patriots bad, but I don't. Tom, like he played against Belichick. Does he want Belichick again? Belichick kind of had his number last time, even though he won. I'm curious. Where did Tom Brady end? I don't think he wants that AFC West competition. I think it's too much. He don't want to be in there with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and Jones. And no, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. I mean, like the Jets and them, they no scrubs either, but I think he would look at that and say, I can win this division. Same question, different guy, could care less about. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers talking, he mulling over his decision. Yeah, okay. So, where you see Aaron? Can you see him here? Can he be a Raider? I mean, he'll get to connect with the receiver, reconnect with him, Devontae Adams. Can you see him as a Dolphin? Could you see Aaron? I mean, Aaron Rodgers as a Dolphin, I think is even better than Tom Brady as a Dolphin. Aaron Rodgers, the way he throws the ball with Tyreek Hill and Waddle, woo, man, that would be something to see. Does he go? I don't know. I really just think Aaron Rodgers had bad people around him. This guy can ball. But ultimately, much simpler question to me than the one I just asked. I think he stays here. I think he stays in Green Bay. There's a lot of money on the table. He's not going to walk away from that money. I don't care what you say. All the kombucha juice he be smoking and drinking on. I don't care. You're not walking away from $50, $60 million a year, bro. You're not doing it. He's going to be back. I think he'll be back with the Packers. I just think he wants the Packers to go out there and get him some people. But I say to Aaron, to be honest, Aaron, you need to leave the Packers. You know why? Simple. Nobody wants to come play in negative 42 degrees every Sunday. You want somebody to come and meet you halfway? Go to a warm spot. At least just a regular cold spot. Man, you in goddamn hell freezing. Being honest with you. Being honest. Nobody wanted same thing. Like, nobody wanted to come to Cleveland. It's Cleveland. I don't care if you're LeBron James. You know, he went to Miami. Oh, yeah, Chris Bosh. Oh, yeah, Shane Battier. Oh, yeah, Ray Allen. Oh, yeah. They all show up. Just saying. Just think about it. Green Bay is cold. A lot of people don't want to come out there and be out there in 12 degrees. Negative. 12 degrees on a summer evening. Like, what? So I think he stays home. This weekend, who plays? Who plays this weekend? We saw, I mean, like the games that played this past weekend. I chose San Fran. I chose Jacksonville. I chose Buffalo. I chose New York Giants. Excuse me. I chose Cincy. And although I knew Dallas was going to win, I stupidly chose Tampa Bay. I don't know why. I mean, I knew that Tampa Bay wasn't going to be able to score. I think because I was busy and I just didn't have time to like really sit and think on it. But I would have. Tampa can't score for freaking 10 points, dude. Next week coming up, looking at this, I think this game between Jacksonville and Kansas City will be closer than what people think. I think it might come between like a 4 to 6 point game, but Kansas City takes it. I do think that Doug Peterson could very well outcoach Andy Reid, and the reason why I say is because they both got Super Bowl rings, so the respect is there. Can't just say I depend on one more than the other. I believe that their coaching, because of them rings, it makes sense. It's equal, but if I put, being there, experience, I'm gonna say Kansas City. Now this is tricky. This reminds me, let me look at something. This reminds me of when New York Giants played the New England Patriots that year. And hold on. Yeah, they played the New England Patriots that year. And they played them week 17. They barely lost and then beat them in the Super Bowl. Momentum is real. Philly having a week off doesn't always benefit you. New York is riding high. They played them 2 times in like the last 5 to 6 weeks. First time they lost by 22. Last time they lost by 6. I might take a shocker here. New York Giants might squeak through here and get the Philadelphia Eagles. They might, only because of momentum. I need to think. But Philly, you know what you're going to get from that offense. But is it going to be cold, Here we go, the rematch of the game that should have happened a couple of weeks ago. And I'm glad to hear that my man is doing well and he's back home and getting himself together. Wow, this is going to be a very emotional game. Wow, there's going to be a lot of fire. There's going to be a lot of just emotion build up for this game. Who do I take? Cool Joe? Or do I think Buffalo can do it? Oh, you would like to say Buffalo because of before they got. But Jamar Chase and them, these are hard picks. I would take. I took Cincinnati last time, and I'm gonna take Cincinnati again. And I'm gonna listen. This defense from Dallas is brutal. It might be too much for the young man Purdy, but I cannot allow my eyes to see the Cowboys advance any further. Please, San Francisco, beat them. And yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say about that right there. Let's see. I think we're done because I'm trying to get about it. Just double check, see if I covered all my grounds. Oh, and then the Super Bowl pick. Super Bowl pick. Kansas City plays Cincinnati again. You think Kansas City wins? It's a tough Super Bowl pick. It could be. It could very well be San Fran, Kansas City. It could be Cincy, Philly, which will be a fun game. I need more time to think. And last but not least, they got. I was in there in the movies and I saw they had these movies coming out. Man, I'm gonna do a podcast. Oh, they got movie coming out. You got Ant Man 3, Quantum Mania, Creed 3, and that's February. Ant Man, yeah, Creed 3, early March, and then you got John Wick late March. So that's just the beginning couple of months slate. I'm end up looking up to see what else they got coming out, man. It's gonna be a lot of good content. Regardless of the fact, I appreciate y'all. And I am going to give y'all an official Megan and Avatar 2 review. But until then, smoke weed. Peace!